Hello, Expand Dog. How you doing, dude?
Let's go to DSP. DSP was streaming, and despite the fact that he has constant money issues and makes like $20 a stream, he decided that he was going to buy a Nintendo Switch. Now, I left on the cutting room floor a bunch of stuff about the Nintendo Switch. Apparently, it's like $900, and the gamers are very upset about that. And I think that Nintendo is now releasing their first-party games at $80 a pop, which, inflation's a thing, and the price of games hasn't really changed that much. But if you say that, you get like literal essays, 50-minute long videos about how how that's not a good point. So I will say I have no opinion on the raising of the price of video games. I'm not ever going to fucking play a Nintendo Switch 2 game, so it doesn't affect me. It's not me to care about. But DarksydePhil in his infinite wisdom decided that he would buy not just one, but two Nintendo 2 Switches, spending almost $2,000 the first minute that the game console is available. And he very loudly and proudly decided to show off that he got the Nintendo Switch. Let's see if I can see this real quick. I know there's a word that he says. Let's see. Oh, is this like cut out? I remember that he said something about his address. I don't know if I'll be able to find the exact one, but what he does, because I didn't think about showing this, because he shows off his receipt that he got from Wal-Mart, and the receipt, number one, includes his home address, but it also includes his receipt number, and that is the very this is the stream from after. Okay, I understand. I'm not going to find it. So they took the receipt number and then just called Walmart and canceled the order. And at first, because it was two different orders, I think. So he gets a cancellation notice, and he's like, I was going to give that to Kat, or maybe I'd give it back to the community. Like, he was teasing. Like, he obviously bought two Switches so he can scalp it and sell the other one at markup. So he bought two to make a little bit of money. And then he's going to pretend that it's either for his wife or he's going to give it back to the community, as fucking if he's going to give away Nintendo Switch 2 to anybody for no money. So that happens, and he just loses one Switch, and he's like, okay, well, I've only lost one Switch, right? So he's in his room, and he gets a notification, and the conversation goes something like this, chat. Die Nintendo Switch Bestellung wurde von Detractors genannt. Kein Problem. Die zweite Nintendo Switch ist bereits in der Post. Mein Schweinekakerlake. Die andere Bestellung. Die andere würde ebenfalls storniert. Es wird keine Nintendo Switch geben. And then he just freaks the fuck out and starts throwing shit across the fucking room. That's exactly what happened on stream. I think I even have a clip for this where he just throws shit. Wait, here we go. All goals hit, but the trolls break the law to screw me over. Okay, let's see.
Well, everyone, this is the Daily Wrap for Wednesday, the 23rd, 2025. I actually already filmed the Daily Wrap, and it was a really positive, great one. And now I have to refilm this an hour later at 11:16 p.m. to tell you how messed up my situation is when people say things about how Phil over-exaggerates and Phil constantly is just talking out of his butt. So here's what happened today. We had two great streams. The first stream was Oblivion Remastered. Great fun. We hit the goals. Then the late stream was also a great stream of me building the first half of my Lego Piranha plant. We hit the goal again, which means that tomorrow we're doing DSP tries at Chipotle, and that's awesome. At 8:55 p.m., I attempted to get the Switch 2. I was going between multiple different websites, including Best Buy, Walmart, Target, and more. Couldn't get it from anywhere but Walmart. Added 2 to cart. Actually checked out both the Mario Kart bundle and this regular Switch 2. Regular Switch 2 was coming June 5th on release day. The other one is coming June 8th. Great. Checked out, paid, good to go. Finishing up my work, turned the stream off. Okay, I'm going to film the Daily Wrap. as I'm filming this daily wrap, I announce, hey, I got 2 Switch 2s. What a great day. Everything's amazing. And then I check my email where it proceeds to tell me that both orders have been canceled. Does it say that it's because of an error on Walmart? No, it says I canceled the orders. So I'm currently talking with Walmart right now about someone socially engineered my account on Walmart.com, and through basically very basic information, which it must have been because it certainly wasn't anything crazy, they got access and canceled my orders. So now I don't have a Switch 2. I was going to get 2. I was going to keep one, maybe give one to my wife, maybe have a backup in case the Switch 2 failed at launch, because that's what happened with the Switch 1. Maybe eventually do a giveaway. And now I have...
Liar. There's nobody on the face of the fucking planet who believes that DarksydePhil was intending to give away his Nintendo Switch. That shit was scalped for sure. And if it had happened that he got both and one of them died the first week for whatever reason, he would have some other bullshit excuse about why he didn't have, why the other one was gone. Like, everyone would be like, didn't you buy $2,000 worth of game consoles? Where's the other one? He's like, well, my cat, you see, Kat's going through her medical issues, and she was in the hospital, and then she was in the oncology unit, and then a little baby child with cancer came out and says, Madame, do you have the Nintendo Switch 2? Could I please just feast my eyes upon its magnanimous glory? And then she was just overwhelmed with sympathy for this dying child that she gave it away. And that's why DarksydePhil only has one Switch. That would be his story. That would be his story for why he scalped the other one.
Nothing. So I want you guys to understand again that when people say that, oh, DSP exaggerates or whatever, no, they actually do this stuff to me. This is why I refuse to give any personal details about anything in my life. This is why I will not film anywhere in my house. I will not do IRL vlogs. Anything that I do that's information, they use to hurt me. So I worked my butt off tonight getting 2 Switch 2s, and now I have nothing.
He worked his
people
butt
screwed
off.
me. I don't even know how they got access to the account. I'm talking to the rep right now, which is the noise that you're hearing, bling, bling, bling. So here's the deal. Tomorrow, Level 1 podcast and the premiere.
They just called and said, I need to cancel something. I got a receipt. And they're like, oh, what's the receipt number? Who's it going to? Philip Brunel and this address in Seattle. And you want to cancel both? Is that right? Yeah, just cancel both. You just released the order. Like, okay. Okay, is there anything else I can do for you? Thank you for calling Walmart. If you stay at the end, there's going to be a quick survey to tell how I did. That's the social engineering. It requires a little 20 trillion IQ to do this,